right. Hello and welcome to Darkest Dungeon. I have finally done it. I've leveled up all the dungeons and defeated all the bosses. So now it's time to take a crew into the Darkest Dungeon itself. Now, this first mission, in case you're not familiar, it's called We Are the Flame. It's a dungeon stacked with heavy bleed and stress attacks. So my objective, I've already picked out a squad that's going to take this on. And I need to give them some trinkets. Something I've been doing a lot of over the course of the playthrough is taking note of trinkets that give bleed resist, preferably without any accompanying debuffs, but you know. This thing gives an enormous bleed resist, but it also adds stress. So I gotta be cautious with it. So I'm already thinking about giving him the candle to help with his DPS. And of course she's gonna be taking the usual healer's kit. Although maybe what I give her is the handkerchief. In fact, why don't I look at her other... No, comparatively speaking, those are not as good. Alright, so that's it for trinkets. Yeah, this is another condition in the Darkest Dungeon. If I stumble upon some particularly bad luck and I decide I have to retreat, I automatically lose one of the surviving heroes, which is nasty. I've had it happen to me in a previous playthrough when I was still learning the game. Now this is a medium level dungeon, which means I get a camping attempt. I'm still going to buy all the food. Now I'm a little bit spoiled on these, so I know I don't need any shovels. I don't need any antivenoms. I'm going to buy all the bandages. I don't know if herbs are going to come in handy. There's nothing to open with keys. Holy water may or may not be handy. I don't remember. I don't think we're going to be taking debuffs as much as we're going to be taking bleed attacks. Hence the bandages. Oh, and I also want 2 stacks of torches. I may or may not need all of those. In fact, I may or may not need any of them. I can't remember if this dungeon needs you to torch up or not. But anyways, here we go.
Once again, the stars are right, and the manor sits at the very epicenter of cosmic unrest. Cultists rally to their twisted idols, and great gongs sound in anticipation of the coming sacrifices. Far below, life-laden shadows pulse to the unrelenting rhythm of a beating heart.
Okay, well, at any rate, when I say I'm heavily
The
spoiled,
blood of the fallen flows ever downward along these titan spires. The creature fattens itself on your failures.
this first, so I've got a map. Even if I hadn't been here before, I kind of know what to do in terms of navigation. This first corridor has got a couple fights in it that are basically warm-ups for
Eradicated.
the rest of the dungeon.
Soothed. Sedated. This expedition at least promises success.
So this guy is a completely new type of enemy. Never seen. Oh, look at that. Stun resist. I'm shocked. Nope. I'd like to do that, but I'll save it for a bigger group.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all. Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Now, I went after that guy first, so as to make sure he couldn't heal these two.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Nice try. Huh.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
So the scouting in here is in the style of some of the latter day dungeons that were added by the developers. So as you progress through the dungeon and you beat the rooms, you get automatic scouting. Wow, they're extremely dodgy. Okay.
Dazed, reeling, about to break. Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Oh, that's not good.
Death waits for the slightest lapse in concentration.
Wow. First fight. Yeah, he's already virtuous.
Anger is power. Unleash it.
God bless him.
The wounds of war can be healed, but never hidden. As victories mount, so too will
Well,
resistance.
that went poorly. Okay. Okay, here we go.
Confusion, nerves, and panic. Mortality clarified in a single strike.
Jeez. Oh, that was fortunate.
A devastating blow.
Share it. There we go.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
One thing I would not say about myself is that I'm overconfident about this. Got pretty lucky so far. All right. We would go here. Plus it. Jeez. Nice. Okay. Wow.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Indeed. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay. It is time to camp.
Gathered close in tenuous firelight and uneasy companionship.
Let me use this one because he's got so much stress. And then, let's see, let's do a little arrangement. There hasn't been any loot in this dungeon either. Da, 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 da. 8 points left. That means I can do a couple of buffs. Or maybe just one. And then use the remaining 4 points to wipe out the rest of his stress.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
Now, I lucked out, because when he stressed out in, like, the third fight of the dungeon, he got Virtuous instead of going bananas and driving everybody else crazy. So I did have a big stroke of luck in here before anything else happened.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
Nice. That's what I want to see.
A time to perform beyond one's limits.
Now, I completely forget what this thing does. Well, big deal.
Obliterated.
Ooh. Stun attack. Okay, fair enough. Oh, he dodged.
Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
Ouch.
Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
It's amusing that I've only used 3 bandages. That's amusing. It's all the damage he took there. Okay. Okay, here we go.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
Oh, nice dodge. Very nice. Man.
Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
Annihilated. A singular strike. Ghoulish horrors, brought low and driven into the mud.
Okie dokie.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
Wow, these buffs are still on me. I don't know if these are actually going to do me any good or not. But here we go. That is a lot of health. Wow. Nice try, Mr. Shuffling Shuffler. What if we put the bleed on it? How'll that work? He bleeds. Keep chipping.
Well struck. Prodigious size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
Wow.
Grievous injury. Palpable fear.
That's it. Let loose with a crit. What is this?
Seize this
The
momentum.
Ancestor's Map.
Push on to the task's end.
What a great thing to have if you're doing something other than the Darkest Dungeon. All right, that's the quest complete. So let's get out of here. Now our loot includes these things, which are going to come in handy in the next dungeon. Because there's an attack. Well, we'll get into it next time. Yeah. Turn to town.
You have merely glimpsed the edge of the abyss, but it is enough to trigger the cycle of revelation.
The edge of the
Now,
abyss.
like me, you will begin to see things as they truly are.
Oh? What do you mean by that, pray tell? Now, you notice nobody has any stress. Oh, what's that? What happened to Adelard? So all stress has been cured. These four now have this torch symbol, which means that they won't go back. Never again. They've seen too much. And so you can't send them back in. So you get to keep them, obviously, or else that would really suck. But as a side effect, they no longer take up roster space. So now instead of taking up 25, I now have 21 roster spaces taken up, which is what happened to these guys? What's going on here? So now I've got space for 7 more, which is funny. Because look at all the recruits that showed up this week. Okay, well, at any rate, I might have to actually consider grabbing some of those. I don't know if I've got enough heroes to challenge the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Jeez, go back to the thing. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I don't have enough. Yeah, well, it's enough, but can I make 3 actual teams out of these? So I might have to actually spend some time leveling up some teams. But I'm going to deal with that between sessions. So thanks for watching. If you're watching my successful first foray into the Darkest Dungeon of this playthrough. And I will talk to you next time. Bye-bye.